Hi. So today it's around 1:43 a.m. of the midnight. I just come from Zepto, and after eating some sort of thing, I start scrolling the reels again, and it's around more than 30 to 40 minutes that I scrolled. So uh, even in the past 10 days, I don't uh, do this kind of thing like I scrolled around 30 to 40 minutes more than uh, I forget to use the mobile. But today again I start that thing. Instead of making videos or speak something, I just, but no worries. I think the gap is large, and soon this gap will become more and more. So and as soon as uh, I will be free of the mobile phone addiction. Okay, so you know, I don't know how I will be free from the mobile addiction, but as I am doing with myself, I started using nothing. I start to do nothing instead of using mobile phone. So I just say कि if I use how, so one thing come that कि how to avoid mobile phone using, or how we can uh, be start our work, or the first thing that we all know that the mobile addiction is the kind of thing that uh, we spend more and more time on the mobile phone and scrolling reel. Even we are not happy with that, we are just, our face are very just serious, we are looking at thing and just talk 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 talk. So this kind of thing we all are doing. And even before one or before 10 to 12 days, before 15 days, I also get used to it. Okay, so I used to scrolling, but as soon as one thing that comes to my mind, that what should, how to control, or how to avoid, or how to be get off, or to be free of the mobile phone addiction. So I just started to do like when I have nothing to do, I just sitting silent alone and watching what is happening. Yeah, it's kind of boring thing when we are alone. When we have friends, we are just talk to them. Okay, and when we are studying, so we are studying because we have work. When we have to do some kind of work like cooking, like going somewhere, so we do that thing. But when we are free, when we have nothing to do, when we don't know what to do, so we pick mobile phone and starts using it. So what I used, that keep, when I free, when I have nothing to do, so I, at that time, I have to remember that not to use mobile phone at that time. Then what to do? Then we will be getting bored. So what to do at that time if we are not using the mobile phone? So instead of using mobile phone, be sitting silent, nothing, and feel that boredom. Because when you are watching something, that when you are sitting in a room like I am sitting here, so there is a fan revolving, some kind of mosquitoes are wandering, and something is there, like my book is there, there is a body lotion, there is a kind of water bottle. So I just look at that thing when you are free, and try to be more bored, because when you are bored your mind become blank. Stop thinking about the past, stop thinking about the future, stop whatever. Just we have to learn that what how to live in present, because when we are living in present we don't have a kind of fear of future and regret of the past. Yeah, sometimes it looks like a very boring, very kind of uh, useless thing. It's how a kind of blank, white blank. There is a nothing entertainment. But the reality is, you just know that there is a kind of spectrum. We know the spectrum, that there is a level one, level two, with there is something kind of intensities increases as we are moving somewhere. So this kind of thing really help us. Okay, so remember, like what I'm saying, that we are sad. So I'm just trying to help you to understand that how I'm creating a formation, I'm creating something, I'm creating a spectrum. So we know there is a happiness and much more intensity of happiness, and less happiness, and then less happiness, and then there is a neutralization when we are not happy. Then there is some kind of difficulties, then we are going to be sad, morose, mournful, and depressed, and the more and more depressed, and the sadness, and at the sadness time we are uh, going to be very depressed, and so we at that most level of the depressed point, a person want to suicide because he are very sad. So create the spectrum. Okay, so in this spectrum I am just trying to say, first we have to move from the deepest point of the sadness to the try. I am just trying to neutralize. So neutralization point is in the mid, is the midpoint. And when you go from this side, so is this the intensity of sadness increases, and when you move from this side, so the intensity of happiness also increases. Okay, so here I am, what I do, what I did, I just did that. I first come from depressed point to the neutralized point. So you do not need to reduce your happiness. Even I didn't do that. I just try to avoid the sadness and try to be happy. When I am sad, instead of being sad, instead of being depressed, I try to neutralize. If I have, if something happened to me and this thing fill me, and this thing gives me in the stage of sadness, so being very sad, instead of being sadness, I just try to be silent and just look at the sadness, that what is happening to me and why these things are happening, and which point of myself is triggered here, so I am getting tired. Okay, so I am not told you that you have to go to the direct most the deepest point. I am just, we are at the neutral point. So we first shifting the lower sadness point, and then when we are going to control slowly and slowly our more and more depressed point, so we first reduce this kind of thing. Okay, so we first at the low level of the sadness, just look at the sadness. When we are able to do, we have to move more sadness level. And the question is also rising that how to note that this kind of sadness is very low level of sadness, and this sadness intensity of the sadness is also very large level of the sadness. So here we have to neutralize the thing. How to neutralize? So I am here to say that we are here to understand the thing, the neutralization. I am getting distracted because there are a lot of people around me and try to disturb, but no worries. I am, if they are not irritated by using mobile phone, if they are not irritated by scrolling reels, so they, even so if they don't care about their self, so I also don't focus on them and also don't need to care about them. Okay, if so, it's a kind of different point. So we are coming on the spectrum level. So in the spectrum series, we first reduce lower level of stress. And how to when we are depressed, if we can have, just first arise the question. And what is this? You do not find any kind of solution. If you are sad, be sad, but you should know that you are sad. Slowly, you are able to understand the point that what I'm saying. And when you got this point, the questions, the solutions are further visible to you. The gates are also visible to you, that how to track the way. Okay, so all all that things are there. And when you resolve this kind of even at today present time, I am working on my sadness spectrum. I am not neutral at that time, because yeah, I am very sad. I become sometimes depressed due to my desire, due to my aims, and due to my fear. Okay, these things are this side. When I am able to all that thing, yeah, I I I can be neutralized. So that's all. So I think you are able to hear music, some kind of music here. So the music is played by my friend, and he don't able to sleep because he's thinking that as I am speaking here, and due to my loud voice, my my voice is irritating him, and he's thinking that I am not sleeping because of me. But the reality is not that. He's not sleeping because of me. He's not sleeping because of himself. Because he's not tired, he disturbed his sleeping cycle by himself. So there is no need to blame me. When I was not there till 1:30 or 1 o'clock, he is there, but he is not sleeping at that time. He is using mobile phone. I am not blaming him, or I am not try to prove myself that I am right or he is wrong. But I am just trying to set the neutralized point. Okay, so that's all. So even it is not for only one, it's for everyone. The people living around us, our friend, father, mother, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, all are that kind of thing. All are that persons. Sometimes irritated by us. But the irritation or the problem is not because of surrounding. It's because of ourselves. Because our desires are not fulfilled, what we are thinking, we are not understanding what is going to us. That's why we are sad and we are irritating, and then we try to abuse someone and try to get angry, and that angriness also covered the person. So gussa is the gussa. That's all thing. So if you are understanding what I'm saying, yep. At present time, I'm not able to express myself clearly because I'm not a very uh, comfortable with the English, because I am at the learning stage of the English and I'm just learning it. So sometimes it is not able to understand for the you that what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm trying my best. Soon as I'll be the good and fluent in English, and after English, I think I should learn different kind of languages. So that's all from for today. Let's see what will happen, and be very excited for the tomorrow's adventure. Okay, so don't be fixed, don't be fooled in a matrix. Okay, try to be unknown whatever happen in the future, but okay, bye, see you soon.